Pour yourself a big bowl of kibble and relax. The Pet Project is back with your host, Tammy Trujillo.
And if you would like to get in on the voting for the new Director of Pet Relations at Le Parc Suites Hotel in West Los Angeles, or West Hollywood actually, go to our Facebook page, Tammy Trujillo's Pet Project, and you will find a link over to the candidates page. Boy, I would have a tough time picking because they are 6 fine-looking canines, I gotta tell you. They are gorgeous. You've got till the 27th to register your vote, and he or she who gets the most votes will be the new Director of Pet Relations at Le Parc Suites Hotel over in West Hollywood. How cool is that? That is a place, if you are into animals and events, you've got to keep an eye on Le Parc because, as Barry was telling us, they do things with the Amanda Foundation, have some wonderful events over there, and they cater to pets. That makes that hotel number one in my book because they let you bring your puppy dog, your kitty cat with you. You don't have to sneak them in the back door. I would never do that. Of course not. And hope they don't bark. Yeah. You know, isn't it nice when you can just bring them in the front door and they get a welcome wagon? How cool would that be? Yeah, I've snuck mine in the back door. You bet I have. All right. For something else. For the past couple of months, we have been following the story of Kuma and Josh Hansen. And if you're a listener to the show on a regular basis, you know about Josh. Josh was over in Iraq and Afghanistan, suffered brain trauma injury, and came back. He's gone through rehab. He's doing great. But part of the reason that he's doing so well is Kuma. And Kuma is his beautiful, beautiful dog who suffered a serious injury. And Kuma's friends turned to the internet, which was brilliant of them. And we picked up the story, and a lot of other good people picked up the story. And altogether, we raised enough money for Kuma to have her surgery on her knee. Now, surgery is one thing, but then there's that rehab that has to take place. And we've been also working along in the last month or so to raise the funding for Kuma's therapy. Kuma does so many things for Josh. She makes his life complete, allows him to get out there and do all the things he wants to do with his family. This is one of the sweetest darn dogs you're ever going to meet, a big old beautiful lady Rottweiler. On the line with us right now is Tristina. And she is up in Utah, where Kuma is. And Tristina, you are Kuma's rehab tech.
I am.
Well, how is this going? First, tell us what exactly Kuma's injury was. What was her surgery to deal with?
Kuma had an ACL tear, so I'm sure that all of you are familiar with ACL tears. Humans get the same thing. So what had happened is she had this tear, and because of Josh's situation, you know, he didn't have the funding immediately to have the surgery performed. So what had happened, as a result of that, it went a month and a half before the surgery was performed. So she had lots of muscle atrophy in her back leg. I mean, almost severe muscle atrophy. So they went ahead and did the surgery. Dr. Haglock, he's actually a neighbor who lives down around the corner from Dr. Pam and myself, did the surgery on her. It's called the rope surgery. It's not a surgery that we normally do in our clinic, but it is a surgery that they can perform to repair that ACL. So her surgery was performed, but at that time there was so much muscle atrophy going on. The leg was not easy, to heal properly like it should have, because when you have a normal dog with normal, muscle buildup, the leg heals a lot faster. But when you've got atrophy going on, the leg can't heal itself as quick. And so she was having a hard time healing after her surgery. And when she came into us, into the canine rehab clinic, her leg was completely drawn up. And, of course, all this muscle atrophy had gone on. And there was absolutely no weight bearing on this leg.
Well, I know when we talked to Josh, that was what was freaking him out so badly, that she wouldn't stand up. But there's things are going much better than that prognosis
absolutely
sounded. Tristina, hold on. We're going to the news, and then I want to come back because we got to finish our story with you.
Perfect.
Can you stick with us?
Absolutely.
Terrific. All right, we will be back and hear the upside and see how Kuma is doing. Things are going just perfectly well, and Kuma's going to be back on all 4 feet before you know it. You are listening to The Pet Project. I'm Tammy Trujillo. This is the show your pet wants you to listen to, so expect a big slurp or a purr.
Which was most important because that was your theme.